Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
Bullet. MOG fire, MOG fire, MOG fire, MOG fire, MOG fire.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
And you think about Tom Brady and these Chargers. For a long time this offseason, the thought was that L.A. might be a leading contender to land his services, what with the new stadium opening and all. But in the end, the Chargers got their quarterback of the future in Justin Herbert, and Brady wound up in Florida.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Joey Bosa, so strong, able to fight his way in there to make the play.
At the 34-yard line.
Wait 10, wait 20, Ozzie.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brady.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They go back to the ground with Jones. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On play action, now Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. The 20. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
The ball carrier.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
That incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Brady. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 4 yards. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
This is Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
So the Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught at the 8.
And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. It's against the wall.
That's a win for the stop.
Shotgun now for Brady.
Would come open downfield, but they never did.
Sets up. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point put through by Succop. And we are tied.
Taken in about 4 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Austin Eckler.
Brandon, I'll guarantee you most NFL fans could tell you who led the NFL in running back catches last year. That was Christian McCaffrey. But who was number 2? It's this guy, Austin Eckler. And now, with Melvin Gordon in Denver, he gets a great opportunity to be a true number 1. Look for his talents to really emerge.
It's a gain of 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down, it's Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
That's to his running back, complete. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Charger drive about to get going. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Flushed out right, and that is incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Badgley on for the extra point. Have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
And his technical expertise really knocks offensive tackles off balance. 11.5 sacks last season. His goal each and every year, not just to lead his team, not just to lead the league, but to beat out his own brother Nick Bosa, who had 9 sacks with the San Francisco 49ers in 2019.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 14-yard line.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
Normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it. It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
At the Chargers' 48-yard line.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, whenever you talk about players that really broke out in the 2019 season, you better add Chris Godwin to that list. Over 1,300 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. He was second among receivers last season receiving yards per game at 95. This guy combines great body control, excellent strength, and terrific route running ability to become a really big downfield threat.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
4-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. From the gun, Brady. Man open left side is Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
To Antonio Brown.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On play action, it's Brady. This is caught, Gronkowski. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Now Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Brady to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Rob Gronkowski, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
I think it's overstating it to say that he came out of nowhere. But did anyone see 19.5 sacks coming from Shaq Barrett last year? And even after he became an acknowledged guy that you had to block, he still was able to get to the quarterback. Expects to continue on that level.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he's got it up and through.
Score Buccaneers 21. Chargers 13.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. Gets through, and now an opening. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback, because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that, because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Here is Eckler. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Tampa. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. And what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. At the 50, right at midfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Hey, set 29. Alpha. I'm coming after you.
From midfield, here's Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well,
so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jones. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Operating from the gun, Brady. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 9. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Buccaneers. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your...
Herbert has it knocked free, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Derwin James.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and run for it with Fournette.
And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. As good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
56 to Mike, bro. 56. Check 56.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. They need to do.
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds Stills complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Let's go, D.
Herbert now to throw. He's going to let it fly. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.